Okay, so here's my audience. George, could you please help me record? Thank you. Okay, so today I'm going to be presenting my informative speech about immigration in the United States. Okay, so about a quarter of the 44 million foreign-born U.S. residents entered the country unauthorized. During President Donald Trump's campaign, he promised to deport the country's 11 million illegal foreigners, in which over half came from Mexico. Trump recently modified his plan and on, will target mainly the 2 million illegal immigrants who had convicted crimes in the United States. The three main subjects for my speech will be enforcement, Muslim ban, and America's relationship with unauthorized immigrants. In December of 2005, the House of Representatives ratified an enforcement-only bill called H.R. 4437. According to El Centro Journal, it requires all employers to verify throughout government records the legal status of newly hired employees, including current workers. Okay. Suspected unauthorized workers had to contact the government to correct their records of, or they had to contact the government to correct their records, or they could lose their job. Also, companies got fined for supporting or shielding illegal foreigners, and a fence along the Mexico-US border was sent to be built. President Trump promised to withhold federal funds from sanctuary states and cities, but some cities are not willing to cooperate with the Department of Homeland Security. President Trump only allowed 85,000 refugees in the 2016 fiscal year, but he could reduce or stop refugee admissions completely. Trump also promised to withdraw some of the executive orders issued by Obama, like the program DACA, which are students who have received a deferred action for childhood arrivals. For childhood. Okay, per the Supreme Court debates, the United States is likely to remain the country's number one. No. The country with the world's largest immigration population, but the fate of the 11 million unauthorized foreigners is uncertain. Trump also asked for a temporary ban on Muslims entering the United States, arguing that the U.S. cannot take the risk to have terrorists among them. According to the Junior Scholastic article, many individuals opposed to the Muslim ban. They believe that immigrants aid the economy and that illegals take low-paying jobs that most Americans don't even want. Many Democrats and Republicans believe that a Muslim ban goes against everything we stand for as a country. Your beard. Americans have always had a love-hate relationship with unauthorized immigrants since the founding of the country. The first census in the nation in 1790 counted nearly 4 million people total, mostly Protestant Christians of English, Welsh, and Scottish legacy. In the 1830s, newcomers began arriving in significant numbers, It was almost 5 million people in 30 years. About a third were poor and Catholic Irish people. Another third were Catholic Germans. Okay. Subcontracting governmental jobs like immigration detention always comes with challenges. However, um, according to the Public Contract Law Journal, it is vital that the federal immigration authorities treat the detainees in a humane way. In the month of August 2016, the U.S. Department of Justice announced plans to end the use of private prisons. Officials determined the amenities are both less safe and less effective at providing correctional services than those run by the government. When the U.S. Department of Homeland Security decides to end um, its use of private immigration services, the first step toward a meaningful change, hold on. The first step to a meaningful change is uh, decreasing congressional control over the execution of immigration and customs enforcement operations, also known as ICE. Those allowing immigration authorities to reclaim their role in establishing contract requirements. By implementing a contract reform in acquisition of workforce, ICE would have increased management and oversight functions over the immigration detention system, ensuring compliance with ICE standards and improved treatment of detainees. Government contracting is a powerful tool that can be used to transform the immigration detention system into a cost-effective effort. Okay. The U.S. always has been formed by immigrants from all over the world, people of different ethnicities, religions, political beliefs. These immigrants risk their lives for a better future for them and their families. I hope that the unfair deportation stop because they are separating families and making people live in fear. Illegal immigrants are human beings just like everyone else, and they deserve to feel free and live a happy life to reach their ultimate goal, which is the American dream. Thank you.